Hey, it's Davey, and we've got a special guest joining me in the studio this afternoon. Hello, Aaron Carter.
What's up, Davey?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I am happy to be here.
Good.
Exciting. Nice weather, right?
Like I said when you walked in, thanks for bringing it.
Hey, that's what he told me. I don't know if that's true, though.
I'll tell you, thanks for taking the time today. It means a lot to us for you to come in. We've had a history with you and, your brother's band and everything, and coming through Rhode Island a few different times. You played a show for us not too long ago, but, doing some research and looking back at you and how you've come about. What a year for Aaron Carter in 2017.
It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, there was some really great things, and then there's some really stupid mistakes and bad things, that I went through. And, you live and you learn. I'm happy to be here in 2018. And, we all make mistakes and stuff like that. So, but...
Well, ups, downs, personal revelations in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was, it's crazy because I put out a lot for people to see, a little bit more than I ever expected or wanted to. So, with that being said, I'm going to just keep a lot more to myself.
Well, Aaron, it seemed, watching some of the stuff and hearing some of your interviews, everything was genuine. It wasn't like you planned it to come out. It just sort of came out because it was stuck and you needed to get it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's great though to see the fans kind of rallying up for me and sticking by my side no matter what I'm going through, and that's what I really do it for, is for them. It's for the fans and for the support of them. I mean, when I started off in this industry, I was doing it because I was a ham and I wanted to impress people and be like, look at this cartwheel I can do.
Yeah.
So that's, in my nature, it's just people pleasing is a thing, but at the same time, you got to be careful how much you try to people please, because then you at the end of the day, you're the one that's not really happy. So,
yeah. Well, it brings me to a couple of the things that I saw. I saw your Entertainment Tonight interview and your experience on the doctors.
Oh yeah,
and I got really sad.
I was sad, man. I was sad. I was
like, holy crap! This poor guy is going through the ringer right now.
Yeah, stress really gets me in a really bad way. I have really sensitive stomach issues and stuff like that, so it makes it really difficult. But yeah, I mean, it was rough. I mean, I lost my father last year, and but. I released the EP too. It was like a lot of ups and downs, like a roller coaster ride, man. It was crazy. I'm just glad that I made it through the year, and hopefully can learn some things from it.
We always think that people have a kind side, but some people can say some horrible things, and they did to you, and it made you feel a certain way. And the expressions that you said, some of the things that you repeated, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could repeat that to anyone. And you stood strong and were very brave through the whole interviews. And I was very impressed, but sad at the same time.
They were drilling me with things that I was just like,
I know.
It was just kind of outlandish. But at the same time, I was just like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just gonna answer it and be myself. One thing I've always tried to pride myself on is not trying to put on a persona for the industry. And be something that I'm not.
Good. Very smart. Well, we're here because you have a new album out, which is excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
It's called Love. It's out now. 14 songs. Part of the songs are on the EP that came out like a year ago, but you added more music to it. You remixed your own remix with I Want Candy. How do you think 2017 changed you as a person and an artist? I know Proud of the album was recorded earlier, but all of these things must have gotten into these songs, right?
Yeah, that is a loaded question, let me tell you.
Well, you could be brief.
No, well, 2017, like I said, there was a lot of trials and tribulations and learning experiences and relationship stuff and family stuff, and so I mean, it put life into perspective more for me, and I just look forward to just kind of slowing things down, and people who try to get under my skin or things like that, just finding different ways to deal with those people. You know what I mean? And I think that's. We're all human, but at the same time, people can get on your nerves, So or they can say things that can strike a chord with you, strike something that it has something to do with your insecurities. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and no matter what I look like, or I'm just gonna
Sure.
have fun and live my life and focus on my music. And that's really what it's about now is focusing on my music and then, some acting stuff coming up in the future too for this year. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, people have to realize too, you're no spring chicken to this industry. You've been around a minute, and you're 30 years old, and you've been doing it for what, 25 years?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, yeah, my brother started when he was about like 12 or 13. He's about 7, almost 8 years older than me. So about 23 years I've been doing this, and it's just been crazy. I've been a part of a evolution, of seeing the way things have changed from starting off where, 5,000 likes on Instagram was actually 5,000 people showing up at a mall for you.
Yeah, true, right? It's the new
that was
world
the
order.
difference, and it's crazy. Like, so it's just a whole new world, Obviously, we're all adapting to it, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Always changing.
It's always changing. Yeah, and I mean, the internet really made it so much different. People can like just say what they want and not feel like they're gonna get in trouble for what they say.
Yeah, true.
So because they wouldn't say that to you in person because you'd probably get decked in the face.
Of course, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
people
get,
are very brave behind a keyboard.
Very like
yes.
You and your plastic.
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, your album's out now. It's called Love. We're talking to Aaron Carter.
It's called Love. Yes. Let's promote love.
love. Relationship songs for sure, all over it.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
All sorts of relationships you can hear in the songs. And there's a song on there about your dad, too.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one.
Champion. Well, my dad was a professional racer, and he never lost a race, so I called the song Champion because he was my champion. And in the second verse, I also talk about when I drowned in a swimming pool, and he saved my life. So, yeah, my dad was a really cool guy.
Good.
He was we lost him way too soon. So, yeah, he's
too
a
bad.
very cool dude. Very stern, military policeman father. So, I got all my manners from him.
And you got your song on there for him too, which is going to last forever.
That's true.
And I'll tell you a couple of my favorite songs on there. Obviously, Sooner or Later, which came out a while back, and it has like 80 bazillion streams. And the song is fantastic. The whole album is well produced. It's so contemporary. And you told me you had some writing collaboration, but you and your partner produced this thing on your own. You must be proud.
I'm so proud. I mean, I've been producing music over the last like 10 years, trying to like figure out how to make music so that when I came back out, I could be, tied to the artistry of it and actually a part of the creativity of it versus what I've done in the past is like, 4 or 5 albums, other producers just go in the studio, you knock it out, you get out, So, and for me, when I turned 18, I just had this passion, man, for wanting to make beats, and then I guess wanting to learn how to be a producer. And then, so I started off being, because making beats and being a producer are two different things. Just being a beat maker, you can make a beat and it could sit on your computer forever. But being a producer, you can make a track and then you can go from being a track to a song, and then from a song mixed and mastered and packaged. That's a producer,
right?
Someone who can produce the whole package. So I was essentially able to do that with myself, and it was a cool like proving point for me too, because over the last 10 years I worked with other producers, did some songs with them. They took them to labels. Labels were like, no, Aaron Carter's dead and gone, we don't want nothing to do with him. And then I decided to release it independently off of my own record label, Rackus Records, and then it caught the attention of Sony. So
yeah,
because the numbers were there.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Seeing is believing, I guess. So.
It is true. Another track of mine, Fool's Gold, I like that one a lot too.
Cool. Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah,
that was the first one from this whole project. Yep.
And What Did You Want to Say?
Yeah. Good record.
That record resonated with me. I liked it a lot.
It's very relative to my life.
Yeah. Tell me what you want to say.
Well, What Did You Want to Say? That was... We did that one actually a while ago too. It wasn't, and it really was. It was more so like the relationship that I was in. Like I wanted her to be able to like speak up more and talk, like be more vocal about the way she was feeling and all these things, and I just wasn't getting any of that. So that's kind of like the moral of the song. But then there's the flip side where it's like, what did you want to say? Where it's like, I can aim it at my haters. I can aim it at people who are naysayers. I mean, there's a lot of different directions that.
It's funny when you hear a song like that and you can put it. I can put it in perspective in my life.
Can you? Oh, that's amazing.
So that's how that's why I said the song resonates with me. Like you could say, what did you want to say? And it could put anyone, male, female, whatever it is. So
Yeah.
I thought
that's great. I mean, when I hear stuff like that, I mean, anybody who's in music, we want to do music that reaches the masses and is in a generalized way of doing it. But I really didn't aim for that for this in the content that I was writing. I was just kind of being. It was almost like I was trying to write love notes to my ex-girlfriend. So, and they didn't go through. So,
well, anyway, I know you guys. I know you got to go. You got a show tonight at the Met. The album "Love" is out now, and I appreciate you coming in. You look fantastic.
Thanks, bro.
You sound better than ever. Keep it up. We're all cheering for you here. So, Aaron Carter, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so
today.
much, Dave. Appreciate it, guys.